into the 11 o'clock hour. So there we go. We've got the stream up and running again here, all set and ready to go. Hello, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, you can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN. Yep, that live stream is up and running again. Very nice. And of course, everything coming on through the airwaves, nice and tidily there too. Now, of course, if you are in your car and you are tuning in through the AM 1410 dial and maybe you're out of range a little bit, or maybe it's a little statically, especially on a day when it's usually very stormy or rainy, then of course you can download the app. The app is available for Google Play on Google Play for Samsung users and through the App Store for Apple users too. The beautiful thing about the app too is it comes through nice and clear, crisp and clear. So if you're listening to it on the radio in your car, you know, you've got usually most likely you have an aux cord in your car, unless maybe you have an older car. But if you have an aux cord or even Bluetooth, you can connect it through the app and listen to it that way too. So it's a pretty good way to continue on listening to the radio station and having it come in nice and clear. It's definitely a very a nice luxury to have. Is the app. So very, very grateful that we have that. So I wanted to talk about another place here. Now, this is a place that's located in St. Charles. I've actually never been here before, but I have yet to try it out because it's related to bakery items. Now, of course, we are getting into the fall season. It's already here. Fall is already here. Of course, very exciting. And when we think of fall time, we definitely, I do think, especially during holidays, especially towards when we get to the end of the year, I think we usually tend to think of a lot of like very sweet and baked goods and something nice and hot to enjoy. Fresh baked goods, especially into October, November, and also in December too for Christmas and the holidays, doing a lot of baking, and maybe also baking as well in the fall time for some delicious hot treats. Maybe if you're not a good baker, or maybe you just prefer to go to a bakery to try out some of the delicious options, especially if you want your order customized, then you can check out this bakery. There's lots of bakeries, of course, within the Fox River Valley, but I am giving recognition to this one today called Mad Batter Bakery and Confections. So yes, it's called Mad Batter, and the picture of their logo is supposed to be Alice in Wonderland. So what it is, it's a Mad Hatter hat, and they call it Mad Batter, which I think is really cool. And it's an upside down hat, and they've got looks to be maybe the Mad Hatter's hand holding a spoon with maybe some sort of a mixture there too. So it's called Mad Batter Bakery and Confections. Now, if you go to their website, it's madaboutbaking.com. Madaboutbaking.com. Now, of course, the term mad, of course, you think of it as, you know, there's multiple ways that you can use mad. Mad meaning you're angry, or in this case, mad meaning like you're crazy or like you're passionate. You know, it's like a term when, like, there was a popular term when I was in high school. People use go ham. Like, go ham for this, or I go ham for that. And it's like, oh, I'm mad for this, mad for you, mad for that, mad for baking. You love baking, or you love going to bakeries, check this place out. This is Mad Batter Bakery and Confections in St. Charles. So, of course, if you want to enjoy some good sweet treats, you can try them out. They are open Tuesday through Friday from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then on Saturday and Sunday, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. So they're open very early in the morning. So if you like a nice early pick-me-up delicious treat and maybe some good coffee to drink there too, you can stop on by. They were established in 2021. In 2021, which I actually have to say too, kudos to them, because I know that that was still during a rough time because of COVID. So the fact that they were able to establish that in 2021 is phenomenal. It's nestled in the heart of St. Charles, Illinois. Their bakery has quickly become a beloved destination for locals and visitors alike. They have their passion, of course, of baking, meaning a commitment to quality and community. They've got freshly baked donuts and pastries. You can try their specialty cakes, whether you stop by for a morning coffee and a sweet indulgence, or maybe celebrating life's special moments with a custom cake, cookies, pies, and other delicious treats. They are here to make every single visit a delightful experience. So you can come taste the difference at Mad Batter, where every bite tells a story, they say here too. So very nice. You can check out their dessert menus here for a nice sweet treat. Am I making you hungry yet? I think so, maybe, because I'm getting hungry. You can try their cakes and cookies. They offer donuts. They also offer dinner party desserts and small pastries. Let's take a look at some of the donuts, as we're still kind of into the little later of the time breakfast. So donuts are always made fresh every day. You can try different options, including cinnamon. They offer blueberry donuts, toasted coconut, roasted peanuts. You can also try their iced donuts with sprinkle, raspberry. They even have banana donut as well, too. Very cool. You can even try their yeast donuts. They offer breakfast pastries, so that you can try their beignets. You can try their variety of filled croissants, or croissants, a lot of people say it. That's how my aunt says it. She goes, I'll have a croissant. They have cinnamon rolls, variety of danishes, scones, variety of turnovers, apple fritters. Oh my goodness, some delicious treats to enjoy for sure. You can also try their muffins. They have a wide range of different muffins. You can try their cinnamon chip, strawberry muffins, lemon poppy seed, apple crumble, blueberry. Of course, can't go wrong with the blueberry. And then they also do, of course, have their cakes, so they do specialize in that as well, that you can feel free to check out too. So their cakes and cookies. And again, if you're having a holiday party, maybe, of course, you want to have a fun Halloween party coming up, because Halloween's going to be coming up here in about a month and a week from now or so. So it's coming up pretty soon here. I'm very much looking forward to it. So if you're planning on putting on a pretty wickedly awesome Halloween party, you can, of course, get some customized ordered treats by, of course, I would say pretty much any bakery. But if you want to try out Mad Batter, definitely pretty cool, because a lot of people like to go as Alice in Wonderland characters during the Halloween season. So pretty cool. I'm having some predictions here too on some Halloween costumes. I think that might be popular. I'm thinking Beetlejuice will be popular. I'm thinking possibly even Longlegs might be popular too, and some other ones out there as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking I might be seeing. Keeping an eye out here when we go to Nightmare on Chicago Street on the 19th, which I'm very excited about as well. I'm hoping to get one of the coordinators on for a live interview as well. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you are too, because I definitely am. We have Terry in the comments here. Hi, Matt. Enjoying the show today. Happy Thursday. Yes, happy Thursday, Terry, to you. I'm glad you're having a good day so far. Hopefully you're able to chillax. I think you're at work, right, Terry? Hopefully you're able to relax a bit. Enjoy the show. That goes, of course, for anyone else here, too. So again, this is the Mad Batter Bakery. They have some good bakery options to choose from. Again, if you want to check out more information, that's on their website. They are located at 320 West Main Street in St. Charles. Cool things to check out here too. Their donuts look very delicious as well. You get that nice rich frosting on there. You can also try their cakes, cookies, pies, muffins, and more. Some good stuff to check out. Custom orders. You can even do like a Harry Potter theme. I'm sure they'll probably even make Beetlejuice style of cookies too, and also different pastries. When it comes to bakeries, you gotta have an artistic niche and style to it. You gotta love art and baking. Terry says, I took the day off, just wanted a day to be less stressed. Hey, you know what? That's good for you, Terry. I'm glad you got the day off today, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you so much for joining into the comments today. Folks, we'll be right back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned for more information. We'll go into our National Day calendar into the next hour here, talking about things to celebrate, recognize, appreciate, and more. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a bit.
Twin Zeros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Twin Zeros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Heroes has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinsheroes.com. That's Twins Heroes at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. In Elgin, a significant arrest was made following a violent domestic incident. Early on September 22nd, police were alerted to a situation potentially involving gunfire. Jerome R. Mosley, 36, apprehended at his residence on South Street. Evidence at the scene confirming discharge of a firearm. Kane County State's Attorney has charged Mosley with aggravated domestic battery. Kane County has introduced a $755,000 food and farm resiliency grant program dedicated to adding local growers affected by the pandemic. Available to eligible food-growing ventures, the grants range from $5,000 to $50,000. An Elgin man is under arrest following an accident in Bartlett early Tuesday. 38-year-old Daniel Guzman of Elgin facing charges after fleeing a fiery crash that left 2 people injured. His Ford F-150 reportedly slamming into a Dodge Nitro on Route 25. Guzman fleeing the scene while witnesses worked to save the 2 people in the Dodge Nitro. Guzman was later arrested. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America, N.A.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendik's Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit milwaukeezoo.org.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Benintendi with a base hit to left. Sosa will score.
The action courtesy White Sox Radio. 3-2 the win over the Angels. The modern-day record for most losses in a season. We'll have to wait at least another day. The Sox are 37-120. They tied the 1962 Mets for the most losses in one season since 1900. If they can win their last 5 straight, they'll avoid setting the record. The Cubs pounded the Phillies 10-4. Philadelphia clinched the NL East title the day prior. Cody Bellinger drove in 4 runs for Chicago. Philadelphia is seeking to secure home field advantage in the National League playoffs. The Cubs have already been eliminated. The Bears host the Rams this Sunday afternoon. Chicago signed tight end Steven Carlson from the practice squad. They also hosted several players for tryouts.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
For an absolutely amazing meal and attentive smiling staff, try Red Ox Restaurant and Bar in Hampshire. They have a delicious Friday night fish fry. There's so many great dishes on the menu that'll keep you returning. Try their savory French onion soup. Then for your main course, choose from a wide variety of steaks and chops, fried chicken, shrimp, or juicy prime rib, done just the way you like it. Red Ox also has daily specials and a full bar for you and your friends. Visit redoxhampshire.com today.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We hope you are enjoying your morning here as WRMN. We're taking you out to lunch until 1 o'clock. Yes. Talking about, of course, places to go to, events to go to, things to do and see, fun activities for everyone within the Fox River Valley. We are, of course, WRMN AM 1410. We're located here in downtown Elgin. We serve the Fox River Valley. We're part of the community for the community here as one. So thank you for everyone, of course, joining into the conversation today, and of course listening in, whether it's through the app, whether it's through the AM 1410 dial, or maybe also through our website. They click to listen on our website, or also through YouTube. Wait, did I just say that? Yeah, YouTube, the app, the website, and then the radio. Okay, yeah. I said all the ones. Good. I was trying to remember here. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Did I say it all right? Okay, good. So again, if you want to check out our website, it's WRMN1410.com. That's WRMN1410.com. Feel free to take a look and see what we are about. Now, it is the 11 o'clock hour, so as you know, we have national days. We've got National Day calendar. And of course, I do want to go through some of the days that are celebrated today. There is quite a bit again today, quite a bit from yesterday and again today. So I definitely want to go through those. I would say one of the biggest ones, especially since we just talked about baking, right? We talked about the mad batter baking. Well, of course, there's some other good food options to bake, like pancakes. And yes, today it is National Pancake Day. Happy National Pancake Day, everybody. Recognized today on September 26th. So if you have a favorite place to get pancakes, let us know here on the radio. Feel free to be a part of the conversation. Let us know what are some of your favorite places to get pancakes. Maybe you have a signature pancake recipe that's very unique. Tell us about that. Let us know. Feel free to be a part of the conversation here on WRMN. Today's National Pancake Day, September 26th, setting up a tall stack of syrupy goodness to celebrate. You can set the table, mix up the batter, heat up the griddle, and the butter's ready to melt, and the flapjacks are delicious. Yes, yes, yes. So let us know today if you have a favorite place to get some pancakes, or what are your favorite type of pancakes. I like pancakes with a nice cinnamon butter on top. I think that definitely does, it hits the spot when it comes to some delicious pancakes. I also do like a cinnamon pancakes. I've had pumpkin spice pancakes. I do like pumpkin spice. I have to say I do prefer like a classic pancakes, or even a like a cinnamon swirl pancake is really good. So there's even some places that offer kind of like a Cinnabon style of a pancake that is really, really delicious. I like a nice cream cheese frosting on there too, if there is, or a nice cinnamon butter. So happy National Pancake Day, everybody. There's lots of great places that you can get pancakes. Of course, the International House of Pancakes, known as IHOP, of course, has their September pancake, which is still going on now until the end of September, so you only have a couple days left. If you want to try out IHOP's September stack, which is maple pumpkin cheesecake. Now what this is it's 4 pumpkin spice pancakes. They're topped with a maple glaze, cheesecake mousse, and whipped topping. And who says you can't have pancakes for dinner, right? Absolutely. Or for lunch too, anytime. You can get it as a combo with 2 pancakes. You can get it with 2 bacon strips or 2 pork sausage links, 2 eggs your way, and hash browns. That sounds really delicious. That is their pancake of the month. Still going on for a couple days because we're already towards the end of September as we get into October season, which I'm very excited about. And I'll give you a sneak peek too for their October. It'll be Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. I always call it Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces. That's their pancake of the month that they're going to be having in October. And they'll tell you a little bit more about that, and I'll make sure, of course, to keep you up to date and in the loop with that on what it is offered, what is there within the pancake mix as well, too. So you still have some time for September stack pancake of the month by IHOP. Maple pumpkin cheesecake. Sounds pretty delicious. I might have to stop there before it's too late. Because the Reese's Pieces sounds good, but that maple pumpkin cheesecake, that definitely sounds more appealing to me, I would say. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I definitely think that sounds way more appealing to me, because I like the pumpkin spice. So, it is National Pancake Day today, so of course we're going to be honing in on this today, because it's definitely something very popular, and is known as also Johnny Cakes, Griddle Cakes, or Hot Cakes. It's a batter-made breakfast item, dates back to more than 30,000 years, so it is definitely an old style of dish and confection to enjoy. In fact, it may be the oldest breakfast food in history. So there you go. Johnny Cakes became a traditional part of Fat Tuesday or Shrove Tuesday celebrations when revelers would feast before fasting. They still do, of course. That's something that our family does, is a little fun. Fat Tuesday, we usually have pancakes for dinner with, of course, the works. Sausage, you get the eggs, the bacon, the pancakes, the toast, everything on a Fat Tuesday. The thin cakes can be rolled and filled with fruit and other fillings. Usually, though, they're stacked and drizzled with flavored syrup. Now, are you more of a thicker pancake person or thinner? For me personally, I like them thinner and stacked more, a bit more. So like more pancakes, but thinner. I don't mind the thicker ones. Sometimes they're a little bit too doughy for me, but because the pancakes really fill me up. So I like having thinner pancakes as well too. Those are really, really good when they're made a little bit more thinner. You can add tons of different toppings, anything you'd like. You can add fruit, you can add nuts, whipped topping. They are mostly served as a breakfast item. You can have them anytime, of course. How to observe the day? Well, of course, go on out and get some delicious pancakes, absolutely. Or, of course, you can also make your own too. You might have a signature from scratch way of doing it. Whether you go out to your favorite breakfast joint or make them at home, be sure to, of course, add your favorite syrups and toppings on there too. We're not going to judge if you like a nice strawberry syrup on your pancakes, or maybe even a coffee gelato flavored or coffee flavored pancakes. Have I ever had coffee flavored pancakes? I don't think I have. I mean, I've eaten pancakes before and then had coffee with it as kind of like a mixture, like of both. But definitely a good day to recognize today. The food holiday's humble beginnings date back to 2005. Originally, the observance started as Lumberjack Day, and that was kind of where it started there. They sought it as an excuse. The founders of this, Marianne Ways and Colleen A.F. Venable, sought as an excuse to eat pancakes and waffles with friends. And that's a pretty good excuse because it's a delicious treat, of course, to enjoy. So definitely recognized today, National Pancake Day. Very delicious, a delicious day to celebrate. And there are lots of different places within the Fox River Valley, tons. I can't go through all of them because there's so many where you can get pancakes. Here are just a few. Willie and Grace Diner, Brianna's Pancake House, Baker Hill Pancake House, of course, IHOP. They've also got some other ones here in Geneva. I mean, look at this on the map if you're watching on YouTube. Tons of different places to get pancakes. You can also try Baker Hill. Alexander's has really good pancakes. I do like their cinnamon pancakes. Big Skillet. You can try Sweet Berry Cafe, Maple and Hash, Triple Berry, Golden Skillet, Cinnamon Pancake House in South Elgin. There's tons of places to get some delicious pancakes. Or maybe if you are a little bit more of a, I prefer to make pancakes on my own at home. Maybe there's a traditional family recipe that's been passed down for generations. Of course, that's also something to enjoy as well. So we've got a lot of things going on today, yes, when it comes to that, especially the bigger one there, National Pancake Day. The time is 11:15. I'm going to take a quick time out. When I come back, we do have a caller on hold. So, of course, we'll take you right after the break here. It'll just be about a 3-minute break. And then we'll come back and talk more about the national days. We've got some other good ones today, too. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more in just a bit.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDIC.
A truckload of methamphetamine disguised as a shipment of watermelons was seized at the U.S.-Mexican border crossing into San Diego, U.S. Customs and Border Protection said. The methamphetamine, valued at more than $5 million, was found August 16th when the cargo aboard a tractor-trailer from Mexico was unloaded for a detailed inspection, the agency said in a statement. Among real watermelons, officers found 1,220 packages wrapped in paper colored to look like watermelon skins. The total weight of the packages amounted to 4,587 pounds or 2,080 kilograms. Wow, there's a lot to unwrap here, besides all the packs of meth. Can you imagine the conversation that went into the scheme-hatching plan for this? What about the conversation someone sparked that finally had them search the truckload of watermelons? There's no way I'm going to believe that the Border Patrol found this truck the first time they tried this tomfoolery. I'm praying that there were no forest preserve barbecue functions that are cutting into these magical slices of watermelon. My personal biggest question, why didn't they just hollow out some of the watermelons? I'm Darian Sims, and this is how I see it.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Available now on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes the backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended his case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety test as well as the breathalyzer tests. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcripts from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Today is National Pancake Day. How exciting is that? Get some good pancakes. Let us know, of course, if there's any particular pancakes that are some of your favorites, or if there's a favorite place for you to go to as well. We do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Good morning, Matt.
Oh, well, and good morning to you. Oh, how you doing today?
I'm good.
Are you having, yeah, you know what? Have you been having allergies lately? Because I have.
Not really. I've had a few sneezes, but that's about it sometimes.
Yeah, especially around this time, I tend to get plugged. It's like you get that where like your nose is plugged up, but it's also runny at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is TMI. I don't
That's
know.
annoying.
But anyways, hey, it's National Pancake Day today. Happy National Pancake Day. Do you like pancakes or making pancakes?
Yeah, I love them.
Awesome. Do you have a signature recipe that you like, or a nice place that you like to go to?
Not really. I mean, you even buy them from the supermarket here, ready-made. They're in package, and you just bring them home and put them in the microwave and heat them up. And, yeah, so they have them at Macca's, and they have them at probably every restaurant you go to. They have them around here.
Very cool. Now, do they call them pancakes in Australia, or do they have another signature term for them?
No, they're called pancakes.
Just pancakes? Okay. Very cool. Yeah, very
I
good.
tried ringing that comic book place. They're not open yet. They're not going to be open till 4 o'clock.
Oh, yes. Okay, that comic book place. So you did get their number, but nothing yet because they're not open yet.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
On Fridays and a couple of other days during the week, they're open from 4 till 7. And Marky B and Westside Freddy, when I finally get onto them.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry.
You're right. No, you're okay.
Yeah, when I finally get onto them, they said for me to tell them about the blind guy. Put me on to you and Marky B from WRMN.
Oh.
And they want, because apparently they don't listen to your radio station.
Oh, I'm sorry?
They don't listen to WRMN.
Ah, well, they should. Because
that's what I think that's what Mikey B and Westside Freddy were talking about earlier, and
yeah,
I've tried a couple of times to ring them up, and they're not there yet, so they're not going to be there till 4 o'clock. So it'll be another night staying up.
Another night.
And I'm already sleepy.
Oh, you're already sleepy. You know, I'm hoping you're getting plenty of rest.
Yeah, I am.
What time do you usually go to bed, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I've had to get used to staying up really late, because when I used to live with my first ex-husband, he would never use his key when he came home. He would go out and stay out all day and all night, and sometimes he wouldn't even come home till the next day. And when he did come home, instead of him using his own key to get inside the house that we were renting, he would make me stay up all day and all night and wait for him to let him in the house.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's not good.
One time, I got fed up with waiting, so I went and had a shower, and typical of him, when I went to have a shower, he came home.
Oh.
And so, when he was banging on the door wanting to get in, I thought, buggy you can wait till I finish the shower.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I got out of the shower soaking wet, hair was dripping wet all over the floor. And he was running around the house looking around for some other man in the house. But there was no other man. I had just been in the shower. I was wet.
Okay. Oh, well. Well.
He was an idiot.
Oh, my goodness.
And actually, I got a call from my son Bradley just the other day.
Oh, nice.
On Tuesday this week. And his father, who was the one who did that, that's his father, he's in hospital in Toowoomba. Him and his now wife, Melissa, they live up in a place called Dingo, which is up further up north from here.
Okay.
Yeah, just, I don't know how far away, but a long way from here.
A long way.
And he'd been having some severe stomach pains.
Okay, well, that's not good.
And then he shouldn't have done this because he got in his car and drove himself to the Kingaroy Hospital, which is another town just up from here.
Mm-hmm.
And when the doctors and nurses saw him and they checked him over and everything, they immediately put him in a helicopter and took him to the Toowoomba Hospital. And then when he got there, he had to have surgery, and he had some parts of his insides that were cancerous, and and he had part of his bowel removed.
Okay. Well, it's a sad story, but I'm glad it sounds like everyone's okay, so that's good. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to take a time out pretty quickly here in a couple minutes, so I'm going to let you go, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks so much for tuning in today.
Okay, I will. And as of earlier this week, when the doctors did surgery on him, he was left open.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. So it's scary, the thought of that. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And we're talking about this on a National Pancake Day. I got some other days here today, too. We got some other food days today, too, which I want to go through. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for calling in today. And hopefully you can get some rest and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Oh, I'll definitely be sleeping at dialysis today because I usually have a sleep in the dialysis chair anyway. So I will be having a sleep.
That's good.
In the chair.
That's good. Very good. All right. Thanks again so much for calling in, Derica, and have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
All righty. Bye-bye now. Interesting stories there. Thank you to Derica for calling in today on National Pancake Day. Another day that is also recognized today is Dumpling Day. Yes. Now, do you like dumplings? I sure do. Me and my friend Madeline and Ryan, a tradition thing that we have is occasionally here and there we go. Usually maybe once every month or once every 2 months. I go to her house and we watch Avatar, the TV series, which is very good. I really like it. And she makes dumplings, and it is absolutely delicious. It is a delicious treat to celebrate. With the popularity of dumplings growing around the world all the time, this day offers a great way to celebrate. Whether you enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course, something to snack on, definitely something to enjoy to satisfy your taste buds. Dumplings offer a much variety of flavor. They create a beautiful accompaniment to any meal as well. The endless possibilities of shape and the taste make the dumplings a favorite dish around the world. Yes, very good. Very good. I do love dumplings. I think that they are delicious. They are definitely a comfort food as well, too. Good to have it as a meal. Again, you can also, of course, have it with as a side, too, or maybe as a snack. Lots of different fillings that, of course, include their meat. You can do fish, vegetables. You can even do it as a sweet dumpling. I've had a Polish-style cheese dumpling, which was actually very sweet. It was like a little bit too sweet for me, but the taste was there. It was good. It was almost like a Polish style of dumpling with like a really sweet cheese. So the fillings come in many forms. Of course, the dough might be composed of flour, potatoes, or bread. While dumplings are often eaten on their own, they're definitely a delicious addition to also soups and stews. So, National Dumpling Day today. Happy day as well, with it also being National Pancake Day. So you can do dumplings and pancakes, or both. Who says you can't have both side by side together to enjoy the day, celebrating 2 days out of the many that we have today, which we'll come back with more, of course, on what else celebrated today on National Day calendar and National Today. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. In Elgin, a significant arrest was made following a violent domestic incident. Early on September 22nd, police were alerted to a situation potentially involving gunfire. Jerome R. Mosley, 36, apprehended at his residence on South Street. Evidence at the scene confirming discharge of a firearm. Kane County State's Attorney has charged Mosley with aggravated domestic battery. Kane County has introduced a $755,000 food and farm resiliency grant program dedicated to adding local growers affected by the pandemic. Available to eligible food growing ventures, the grants range from $5,000 to $50,000. An Elgin man is under arrest following an accident in Bartlett early Tuesday. 38-year-old Daniel Guzman of Elgin facing charges after fleeing a fiery crash that left 2 people injured. His Ford F-150 reportedly slamming into a Dodge Nitro on Route 25. Guzman fleeing the scene while witnesses worked to save the 2 people in the Dodge Nitro. Guzman was later arrested. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America, N.A.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Bears host the Rams this Sunday afternoon. Chicago sign tight end Steven Carlson from the practice squad. They also hosted several players for tryouts. The Cubs pounded the Phillies 10-4. Philadelphia clinched the NL East title. The day prior, Cody Bellinger drove in 4 runs for Chicago. Philadelphia is seeking to secure home field advantage in the National League playoffs. The Cubs have already been eliminated.
Benintendi with a base hit to left. Sosa will score.
The action courtesy White Sox Radio. 3-2 the win over the Angels. The modern-day record for most losses in a season. We'll have to wait at least another day. The Sox are 37-120. They tied the 1962 Mets for the most losses in one season since 1900. If they can win their last 5 straight, they'll avoid setting the record.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Hopefully you're having a good day so far. You're enjoying the beautiful weather outside today. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. If you want to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, of course, you can feel free to do that. It doesn't cost anything. Touch of a button. Of course, you can also listen to us anywhere through the YouTube. And of course, also through the app too. I always like it when the music kind of ends nicely like that, as you can tell. Happy National Pancake Day and Dumpling Day recognized today. We also do have some other days that are recognized today. It's National Johnny Appleseed Day. Yes, Johnny Appleseed Day. A day where we honor the man who made apple and pear trees grow heavy with the bounty of their fruit across most of this country. This fruit food holiday commemorates the day of Johnny Appleseed's birth and celebrates his legendary wit, wisdom, as well as his quite enduring story too. Now, early life here, a little history on him. He was born September 26th, today, back in 1774. So quite a while back. He was born John Chapman in Leominster, Massachusetts, to Nathaniel and Elizabeth Simons Chapman. Nobody knows much about his early life other than his mother died when he was 2 years old. His father packed up Johnny, and his sister, an infant brother, had died in the previous year, which unfortunately was very common back in those days for a lot of infants to die young, and children to die young. It moved to Springfield, Massachusetts. His father served as a Minuteman and fought at Bunker Hill in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I have an ancestor that had 9 children and only 3 lived. She had 6 that died young. So it was unfortunately a thing that happened back in the day. His father served as Minuteman and fought at Bunker Hill in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and in Johnny Appleseed Park. A grave marks the spot where his legendary sour of apple seeds rests. There you go. Now, of course, from Chapman to Appleseed, he shows up in northwestern Pennsylvania in 1797, propagating his apple seeds and working his way steadily into the frontier of West Virginia, Ohio, and Indiana. Eventually, he travels as far west as Illinois and Iowa, and as far north as Michigan and Wisconsin. In his wake, Appleseed left orchards and the teachings of Emanuel Swedenborg. Swedenborg was a, guessed it, Swedish spiritual leader whose books Appleseed would buy with whatever payment he might receive from his endeavors. In turn, the traveling nurseryman would give the books away as he traveled and planted. Very nice. Mostly, though, he planted his seeds and seedlings for free, along with his wisdom, his board-brimmed pasteboard that he had kept. That was his broad-brimmed pasteboard hat that he had, and that kept the sun out of his eyes whenever he went out into the world, wherever he may have gone. And he was often shoeless as well. He traveled mostly by barefoot and sometimes even by horseback or canoe. His appearance was nearly as noteworthy as his accomplishments, but so was his kindness. If Johnny Appleseed came calling, people made a place at the table. Many stories in the past have told about the many miles that he has traveled. Also, miles to nurse an ailing orchard when word would reach him of his poor condition. While bringing the trees back to health, his chief endeavor, the orchard man dispersed his wisdom, care, and kindness. There are some landmarks out there too, of course, across the Midwest. They pepper the countryside, honoring the man who brought fruit to the frontier. Warren County, Pennsylvania, lays claim to Johnny Appleseed's first tree nursery. Mansfield, Ohio, honors the man with a monument in South Park. In his hometown in Springfield, Massachusetts, there's an entire park named after the man who nurtured the land and made apple trees bloom across a young nation. So very, very cool. And actually, the day is celebrated not only on today, September 26th, but also on March 11th. While this September date is Appleseed's acknowledgement birth date, the March observance is sometimes preferred due to the planting season. Even though there is some vagueness concerning Appleseed's death and burial, it is known that he became ill in early March and passed soon after. Now, how to observe the day, of course, as the fruit ripens on these autumn days, savor the delicious, sweet apple. I know my best friend, one of my best friends, Charlie, he lives on a farm in Genoa. They grow apples. They have apple trees, and they make lots of delicious things, including some of the best apple cobbler I've ever had. Very delicious. His mother makes it, and it's very, very good. And you can taste it, too. You can taste it's fresh. It's crunchy. It's juicy. It's delicious. You can definitely tell the difference between fresh and not as fresh apples, too, especially if they're homegrown as well. Consider visiting a landmark near you, share an apple treat, or read one of the many stories about Johnny Chapman. Last night, our family had apple pie. Very good. We got it from the Jewel. They make some pretty good pies at the Jewel, especially apple pie. Pretty delicious, too. So that is recognized today, Johnny Appleseed. How to, of course, observe the day? Well, eat some apples. My grandma Isabel used to say, an apple a day, Matthew, keeps the doctor away. She used to tell me. I'd be like, I know, I should eat apples, or at least a fruit every day. So that's recognized today, National Johnny Appleseed Day. Today is also National Situational Awareness Day, recognized today on September 26th. This brings attention to personal safety. This day highlights the importance of using situational awareness skills in everyday life to stay out of harm's way. Situational awareness is the foundation of one's personal safety. One of the biggest things, of course, I would say is to be aware of your surroundings. It's very important. It focuses on being aware and paying attention to your environment. Written here on National Day calendar. Situational awareness also means mindfulness, and developing it makes you more present in daily activities. In turn, it also helps you make better decisions in all aspects of life. Harm may come in the form of walking in front of a moving car, or that of an assailant. Both scenarios can be the result of distractions, causing us to lose awareness of our surroundings. In an instant, a dangerous situation can develop. Being aware of a threat, even a split second sooner, may save a life. So it's always good to be aware of your surroundings. Awareness gives them time to act instead of reacting to. The lack of inadequate situational awareness is considered one of the primary factors in accidents attributed to human error, too. So, you know, it's important, of course, just to be aware of your surroundings, making sure you're paying attention, especially when it comes to driving. And sometimes even walking too. Sometimes I see, you know, people might be walking and they're on their phones. I do the same thing too, but always good to just be aware of your surroundings as well. Of course, not just with your eyes, but also your gut and also your ears and everything as well too. So it's a great way to observe this important day by discussing it, which we're doing here, mentioning it here. You know, also paying attention and checking out for others as well, looking out for others as well too. So that is recognized today. You could also take a situational awareness course. You can read about personal safety and situational awareness. Offer a situational awareness program in your workplace too. So very good, of course, to be mindful of that too. Another day that is recognized today is National Compliance Officer Day, today on September 26th. This is a day recognizing the professionals who oversee the regulations, policies, and procedures of an organization, ensuring it conducts business ethically. Legally, these professionals carry a heavy burden. Businesses, nonprofits, government organizations employ chief compliance officers, chief ethics and compliance officers, or similar high-pressure positions. These professionals not only oversee these organizations and their policies, but they also respond to allegations of misconduct and evaluate procedures too. So it's definitely always something that they are always in the works with and keeping up to date. They make changes when necessary. And also additionally, they can also collaborate with teams to contribute to making the best decisions for the business to maintain compliance as well. So that is also recognized today. Another day today, too, is National Shamu the Whale Day. Look at that. I think I'm hoping I'm pronouncing the name correctly. It not only honors the famous whale, but it also raises awareness about orcas in our oceans. These powerful predators are the largest member of the dolphin family. Now, it was the name used in several of the SeaWorld orca whale shows. It's the stage name given to the star of the show, beginning with the original one in 1960s, the late 1960s. Shamu died in 1971. However, SeaWorld trademarks the name. They gave the name to different orcas throughout the years when performing in several SeaWorld parks as well, too. So there's some interesting facts there, days to recognize today. The origin of the day stems from the first surviving baby born in captivity. It was born on September 26, 1985. So it's also a day to recognize that. Take the day to learn more about the orca whales. Watch a video, post it on social media. Lots of different ways that you can celebrate or recognize, of course, today too. So those are some of the days that is listed on nationaldaycalendar.com. That's nationaldaycalendar.com. It's already almost 11:46. We'll take another quick time out. I'll go through a couple other ones here too, and then we'll kind of blend it into some things happening within the area. And then, of course, we'll go into the next hour here talking about events happening in the area as well. And, of course, just some reminders out there too. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit.
Experts say regular auto maintenance is one of the most important things for your car. Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin covers all your automotive needs. From oil changes, brake services, and emission testing, Meineke's expert staff provides hard work and dedication with the utmost professionalism. Need an oil change? Visit Meineke in South Elgin for their 23-point inspection. Call 847-888-9644. Are you frustrated with the way our world is becoming? Do you want to make a difference right here in your own community? Come to the next Elgin Township Republican meeting and be a part of the change you want to see. They are committed to making our community stronger, safer, and more prosperous. Whether it's through grassroots efforts, community service, or local advocacy, your voice matters. Help build a brighter future for Elgin Township. Get involved today. Visit elgingop.org and find out how you can help make a difference. Elgin Township Republicans, your community, your voice, your future. Meetings take place on the fourth Tuesday of every month at the Elgin Township Building, 729 South McLean Boulevard at 6:30 p.m. Hope to see you there. Let's build a better tomorrow together.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com today.
Wake up, Fox River Valley. WRMN AM 1410 is shaking things up with a brand new weekday lineup that'll keep you informed, entertained, and engaged. I'm Marky B, WRMN Program Director and host of The First Shift, inviting you to start your day with The First Shift from 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Larry Jones, Jakes, myself, and the entire First Shift team bring you the latest local news, entertainment, and, my favorite, more to kick off your morning. Then it's Out to Lunch with Matt McNeil from 10 until 1 p.m. Tune in for your midday fix of news, interviews, community happenings, and of course, the legendary WRMN Tradio Show. In the afternoon, join us for Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 until 6 p.m. Tammy and friends will chat lifestyle from 2 to 4, while Sonar and his crew dive into politics and news from 4 until 6. Plus, get to know the movers and shakers of the Fox River Valley with exclusive interviews, too. Don't miss out on our new local lineup that's tailor-made for you. WRMN AM 1410, the talk of the town. Tune in and turn it up.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch. with WRMN. Hopefully you're enjoying the day so far. We're still in the morning time. We are approaching the afternoon, coming up in about 10 minutes or so. Of course, when we get into the 12 o'clock hour, we'll discuss things that are happening locally within the Fox River Valley. Of course, around 12:30 or so, after the 12:30 bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors, we'll hit it off with our Tradio segment. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be taking place in about half an hour or so, maybe more like 45 minutes or so. So stay tuned for that. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. If you want to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to like the video, subscribe to our channel. You can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN and what is going on in the Fox River Valley. So we've got some other days that are recognized today on National Today. This is National Today calendar that you can recognize and celebrate today. It is Alpaca Day. Yes, Alpaca Day. And actually, a lovely family from my church that I grew up going to had an alpaca farm, which we visited a couple times, which was really, really cool. Alpacas are cute, fuzzy animals that have been of help to human beings in agriculture of significant times. It's recognized today and observed on the 26th. These animals have unique personalities. They are highly sensitive to their environments and are most timid in temperament as well. Yes, very timid as well too. They raise today's the day that we raise awareness about the need for the conservation of alpacas and their habitats. Human activities have affected alpacas, and like other animals, they too struggle with the increasing human interference in their daily lives. Find out what you can do to conserve alpacas on Alpaca Day. Yes, it was the Davis family from St. Hugh's Church that I used to go to growing up as a young kid. They had an alpaca farm, and what they did is they had it in their backyard, and they had tons of space for the alpacas to roam. So they had like a nice fence that they were enclosed in, but it wasn't, there was plenty of space for them to roam around, so it didn't really feel like they were enclosed too much. We got to see the alpacas. I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, so that's a little story there. Each year, the Alpaca Owners Association hosts an event all over the USA in cooperation with farm members to educate people about the alpaca farm industry. And attendees can get the opportunity to meet alpacas and learn about alpaca products. Awareness is also raised on how alpacas contribute to the environment and help with greener farms as well too. So they say that the first appearance originated during the Eocene period, I think is how it's pronounced. They say that's 45 million years ago. Wow. And then they're assigned the scientific name, considered to be the descendants of llamas in the 18th century too. So you get to 2001, and then there's DNA classifications. The classification proves that alpacas are descendants of the Vicuna or Vicuna, not llamas. What is that? I've never heard of that before. Interesting. So they're descendants of, how do you pronounce that? Vicuna? It's one of the two wild South American camelids. They live in the high plains, high alpine areas of the Andes as well too. Interesting. So it is, that's where they descend from via DNA. I'm telling you, DNA testing is amazing. How much we can find. So that's National Today, Alpaca Day recognized today. It's also Better Breakfast Day. It's a holiday today recognized today. Let's make the most of our mornings. Eating a healthy breakfast has never been more important. Yes, very important to have a healthy breakfast. And we're a nation on the go, usually a 9 to 5. It become, a 7 to 6 or worse, it says. Hours like that require serious nutritional planning. Skipping breakfast might have worked back in your parents' day, but rushing out the door with a quick gulp of orange juice doesn't cut it in 2019. That's why National Today and Three Bridges Egg Bites are thrilled to bring you Better Breakfast Day today on September 26th. So a day to recognize, to make sure that you're having a good balanced meal a healthy breakfast before you start your day. There you go. Let's see, another day that is also recognized today is HR Professionals Day. That's also recognized today on September 26th. It's designed to pay tribute to those working in HR departments everywhere. It also aims to raise awareness about the role of the job. Sharing information about HR professionals is important so that we know what it's like to be a part of this community. So that is also something recognized today. Today is also European Languages Day, recognized today under cultural, educational, as well as international as well. It's celebrated annually every September 26th. The first goal of observing this day is to inform the public about the benefits of learning a new language and diversifying the language learned to increase intercultural understanding as well. Secondly, the day aims also to promote the rich and diverse linguistic culture of Europe, which should be fostered and preserved. Finally, the European Day of Languages hopes to encourage lifelong learning of languages in and out of school, and it is celebrated by 47 member states. Yes, so that is recognized today. The European Year of Languages was back in 2001, organized by the Council of Europe and the European Union. Very successful and involved millions of people across 45 participating countries, creating activities that focused on and celebrated European linguistics, diversity, and promoted language learning too. So very cool. That's also recognized today on National Today. Today is also Love Note Day. Love Note Day is recognized today. This is a day, of course, where you can send a love note to someone. Every year, this is celebrated on September 26th, and it is one day where you get to channel your inner Victorian lover and send warm, heartfelt love notes to your partner. It doesn't have to be a National Boyfriend Day or Valentine's Day to make someone you love feel special. I've actually read before, too, some of the love letters that were considered, quote, scandalous back in the Victorian era. And it's so tame compared to nowadays. I get a kick out of it because it's like some of the terms they use, it's like, oh, that's so tame. But back in the day, it was like really, really scandalous. Stuff like, I don't know, something, we don't think much of it, but like, I don't know, just something kind of like in the Victorian era, like I saw your ankles today or something like that. It was like, oh, scandalous. So it's like kind of interesting to see how it's definitely something that's more tame nowadays. I'm talking about the old Victorian love letters and stuff. And let me tell you too, Queen Victoria, she definitely, she wrote some pretty interesting love letters too, as well too. She was very proper, but she was very passionate too, I have to say. It is also, of course, National Pancake Day. They recognize it. Also Lumberjack Day. It's also National Chimichanga Day. That's a delicious meal to enjoy. Some really good chimichangas. Sammy's Mexican Grill. Also really good. It is also National Key Lime Pie Day. Enjoy a nice key lime pie. That's also recognized. It is also World Maritime Day. World Quantum Readiness Day. And there's other birthdays out there too. So there's actually quite a few other days that are also featured on there too. Dominion Status Day, and a lot more. So if you are interested in checking out more information, that's nationaltoday.com or also nationalday.com, both. Usually can find what's on National Today, or usually what you can find what's on National Day on National Today. I just bring up both because I like to do it. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit. We'll talk about what's happening in the area, letting you know about local fun events. Stay tuned. One of the things we're proud of at WRMN is our connection to the local community. In fact, recently we hosted a fundraiser for a longtime listener, Gene Wheeler, and first shift listener, George Rollinson, says it turned out perfectly.
Perfection is a moving target. You try to hit that bullseye and you zone in on it. It moves a little to the left, then it moves a little to the right. I don't know. I'd say we hit a bullseye. I don't know how that could have been any better.
Working together to make Elgin better. We are WRMN AM 1410, serving the local community since 1949.
Summer Lake House offers the ultimate waterfront family dining experience, complete with rustic summer-inspired decor and a menu that highlights simple, handcrafted dishes prepared with locally sourced ingredients. The Wisconsin-inspired Summer Lake House, where you can enjoy a laid-back, family-friendly vibe with delicious modern American cuisine and handcrafted cocktails. Don't just go out to eat, go outside to eat. Summer Lake House on Lake Delton.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan. Brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. Kane County has introduced a $755,000 food and farm resiliency grant program dedicated to adding local growers affected by the pandemic. Available to eligible food-growing ventures, the grants range from $5,000 to $50,000. An Elgin man is under arrest following an accident in Bartlett early Tuesday. 38-year-old Daniel Guzman of Elgin facing charges after fleeing a fiery crash that left 2 people injured. His Ford F-150 reportedly slamming into a Dodge Nitro on Route 25. Guzman fleeing the scene while witnesses worked to save the 2 people in the Dodge Nitro. Guzman was later arrested. In Elgin, a significant arrest was made following a violent domestic incident. Early on September 22nd, police were alerted to a situation potentially involving gunfire. Jerome R. Mosley, 36, apprehended at his residence on South Street. Evidence at the scene confirming discharge of a firearm. Kane County State's attorney has charged Mosley with aggravated domestic battery. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Curdan.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America, N.A.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Cubs pounded the Phillies 10-4. Philadelphia clinched the NL East title the day prior. Cody Bellinger drove in 4 runs for Chicago. Philadelphia is seeking a secure home field advantage in the National League playoffs. The Cubs have already been eliminated.
Benintendi with a base hit to left. Sosa will score.
The action courtesy White Sox Radio. 3-2 the win over the Angels. The modern-day record for most losses in a season. We'll have to wait at least another day. The Sox are 37-120. They tied the 1962 Mets for the most losses in one season since 1900. If they can win their last 5 straight, they'll avoid setting the record. The Bears host the Rams this Sunday afternoon. Chicago signed tight end Steven Carlson from the practice squad. They also hosted several players for tryouts.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental.
Hey there, this is Marky B from The First Shift, inviting you to join Brian Anderson for his new radio show, Kane County Speaks, every Thursday from 9 until 10 a.m. during the final hour of my morning show. It's an election year, and Brian will discuss important local issues and interview local candidates from the perspective of Kane County Speaks. The show will feature open phone lines for your thoughts, comments, and questions, and the chat room will be open at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Kane County Speaks is citizen-driven and focused on making Kane County a better place to live and work with goals of freedom, security, and prosperity for all. To learn more about their grassroots organization, you can check them out at KaneCountySpeaks.com. Let's discuss the issues of Kane County so that you can get involved and make a difference too. It's Kane County Speaks every Thursday morning with Brian Anderson from 9 until 10 a.m. during the first shift right here on WRMN, AM 1410, and at WRMN Radio on YouTube.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. I'm your host, Matt, here, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying the show so far. Hopefully you're staying nice and cool. It's a little bit sunny, or it's actually a very beautiful day outside today. Nice and sunny outside. We're seeing barely any clouds in the sky. Little bits of nice white fluffy clouds here and there. And we're in the 70s now too. So if you do prefer a nice little bit more of a little bit warmer temperatures, then this is the day for you. It's a beautiful day outside today. Go on out and enjoy yourself. Have some time for yourself to enjoy the beauty of the outdoors. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. What I want to do is, of course, I usually do, during this time here, talk about things that are happening in the area, what's happening in Elgin, what's happening in St. Charles, what's happening in Bartlett, lots of great places within the Fox River Valley. What I want to do during this segment here, at least for the maybe next 10 minutes or so, I want to talk about local theater places and what's going on there, to tell you what some really great show performances that you can check out too. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with the Crystal Lake Rouse Center for the Arts. And if you're watching on YouTube, we've got the screen streaming on here too, so you'll also be able to follow along as well that way. If not, then of course just kick back, relax, and listen. We've got here some shows coming up. This is by the Rouse Center for the Arts. If you want to visit check out all the shows that are coming up, it's rousecenter.org. You can check out all of the different shows and events, the nice lineup too. Let's see here. We have playing now. Well, actually what it is it's their classes. So they have going on right now. You can enroll today, and it's going on now until October 28th for enrollment. Classes for 7 adult classes here. This is the fall 2024 classes now through till October 28th. This is the Rouse Center SA Fall 2024 classes. That's the School for the Arts. So if you want to check that out too, they are enrolling right now, offering performing art classes for students ages 7 to adult. This is where you can create Risk, strive, and achieve. Enrolling now, Rouse Center School for the Arts offers performance art classes for students ages 7 to adult, including here stand-up comedy for adults with John DeCose, as well as building your monologue, acting through movement levels, scenes for screens and screenwriting, intro to Shakespeare for adults, foundations of musical theater sections, intro to improv, junior and senior, musical theater boot camp, and also acting fundamentals section as well too. So, and they have the different age ranges there too. So there are different classes. There's a total of, I'm seeing 9 classes. So there's a total of 9 different classes with different age ranges too. So different age ranges that they have here for the Rouse Center. If you do want to check it out, feel free to visit their website under events.rousecenter.org to learn more about how to register for those classes. Some other things that are going to be coming up here too. They're going to be coming up starting tomorrow through till Saturday, October 19th. It is Avenue Q, the musical. This is a Williams Street rep presenting Avenue Q. Warning, adult content. It's ages 18 and up at the Rouse Center. So they're going to be having music and lyrics by Jeff Marks and Robert Lopez. That is coming up here. They're having 8 p.m. shows. They're going to be having one tomorrow at 8 p.m. as well as October 4th, 11th, and 18th at 8 p.m. September 26th today at 2 p.m. and also on the 29th. And then they're also having 7 p.m. shows coming up September 28th, October 5th, 12th, and 19th. And then 2 p.m. shows through the majority of October as well, too. So you can check out that information. Adults are $49. Row Now members at $34.30. So those are the tickets there. This is Avenue Q musical. It tells the story of Princeton, a recent college grad. He and his friends struggle to find decent jobs, stable relationships, and a purpose in life in a musical that is hilariously timeless as well. So they have some funny songs in there too. Everyone's a little bit racist. It Sucks to Be Me, and more. So it's definitely, it's rated R due to adult language situations. And also, yes, they say here puppet sex too. So, so there you go. Definitely fun. It's supposed to be entertaining as well too. So if you want to check out more information, that's at Rouse Center. I'm getting a kick out of that. Rouse Center for the Arts. That's rousecenter.org for more information too. So that's just one of the shows that they have coming up here. They already have some shows, and they're still going to be continuing on doing those shows through till October 19th. So it's a fun adult comedy show to check out. Some other things that are also going to be coming up here, a special Saturday hours at the Rouse Center are going to be coming up here during the Johnny Appleseed Festival, September 28th. You can walk on over for up to 37% off tickets. How cool is that? Here on the Out to Lunch, I like to give you let you know about extra special deals and steals and deals going on at local places here. And this is one of them coming up September 28th. That is in a couple days this Saturday. It's the Fall Member Appreciation and Discount Day at Rouse Center for the Arts. And Row Now members save 37% on tickets. Non-members can enjoy 20% off. That is still a good deal. Pretty cool. That's going to be coming up at 12 o'clock. You can find more information up on their website too. Celebrate the Johnny Appleseed Festival coming up on the 28th, and they're going to be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., offering 20% discount on up to 2 tickets all day through their box office. Plus, it's Membership Appreciation Day, which will be happening that day, so you can join them from noon to 4 when the Row Now members save 37% on up to 4 tickets per show. And if you're not a member, of course, you can become one and enjoy one of those great extended savings, extra savings too. So they're also releasing new shows, so you don't want to miss out on those shows releases and exclusive discounts during that event coming up here at the Rouse Center. Pretty cool. And you can also take a look at everything else that'll be coming up here too. They've got some things coming up in October. So you get for September 28th And then you go into October. It's October 23rd for their show. It's an evening with David Sedaris. That's going to be a fun humorist and master of satire show returning to the Rouse Center. That'll be coming up there too, with ticket information also posted on their website. And there's some other ones there too. Clay Jenkinson is J. Robert Oppenheimer. That'll be coming up Friday, October 25th. So all that information is posted on there too. And hey, if you love Halloween, Rock the Row Halloween Party will be coming up Saturday, October 26th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And for all of those about to rock, they salute you, it says here. So you can even come dressed as your favorite rock star and enjoy a night of fun, food, and festivities. $60 to $100 and ranging for the ticket pricing there. Again, more information can be found on rousecenter.org. That's rousecenter.org. So they've got some good things coming up. You can even be a VIP member here too. And during that day, you'd get 3-hour open bar, premium reserved seating, table services for drinks with no lines, and complimentary red carpet photo print too. Very, very cool. The time is already 12:15. So what I'm going to do here really is I'll take a timeout, and then when we come back, we'll just continue on until we get into our Tradio segment talking about other events happening within theater. So I'll just kind of focus in during this segment here on the theater performances and other fun events coming up there, and maybe even some extra special discounts on some of the theater performances too, featured on their websites and more. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch in just a bit.
B-Lux Bar and Grill, Wisconsin Dells, is the quintessential American grill and bar, with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. B-Lux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Dine out with family and friends at Nick's Pizza in Elgin or Crystal Lake. Nick serves up award-winning thin crust and Chicago-style pizza. Eat in or carry out. In addition to Nick's fabulous pizza, let Nick's cater your events with pizza, pasta, Italian beef, and other delicious offerings. Their big banquet rooms can accommodate all your event needs. So, for great pizza in a Northwoods, cabin-style atmosphere, bring family and friends to Nick's. Visit nickspizzapub.com.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org. Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip, the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better, check with the BBB first because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We hope you're enjoying the show. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you can, of course, comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today. We hope you're enjoying the show. We hope you are enjoying your lovely Thursday. We're getting closer to the weekend. Yes, yes, yes. Let's continue on here talking about more places that have some fun things to offer, shows and other entertainment within the Fox River Valley in the theater department. All things theater. So we just touched base here with the Rouse Center for the Arts at 26 North William Street in Crystal Lake. If you want to check out more information, that's at rousecenter.org. That's rousecenter.org for more information. So let's take a look here. We've got some other things. Elgin-theater.org, of course, the Elgin Theater Company. They've got some things coming up here too. So if you want to take a look at their website, that is at elgin-theater.org. Live theater locally, it's just the ticket. Check out and see what they've got for their next production. If you go to their next production section, you'll see it there. So they just finished up, of course, their production of Moonlight and Magnolias, which we did have a couple of tickets available. The next one that'll be coming up here is their Christmas Express. And it's officially now been announced and posted on their website. I think last week I double checked and they hadn't posted anything yet. So now this is officially now updated on their website here for their next production. This is called A Christmas Express. It's the most hopeless place in the world, Hilda intones as she and Satch, her assistant, argue over what time it is. She dreams of a faraway place and, of course, only finds tedium in running the Holly Railway Station. That is until Leo Tannenbaum drops it out of nowhere the day before Christmas Eve. Suddenly, an old radio that hasn't worked in years springs to life. And the local group of carolers, which usually yowls like a gang of wet cats, begins to sound like the Norman Tabernacle Choir, and the whole town gets into the Christmas spirit. Coincidence, or is Leo doing all of this? Even Satch changes his tune when it turns out that Leo might be on the run too. This is a nostalgic theatrical greeting card full of eccentric small-town characters wisecracking their way to finding the true wonder of Christmas. And on the way, they make us all wish that we could ride on the Christmas Express. So the author of this was Pat Cook, and this is going to be coming up here too. If you want to check out more information, performance dates are going to be November 15th, 16th, 17th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. So to kind of get you into the early holiday spirit, Friday and Saturday performances at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Elgin Art Showcase building at 164 Division Street on the 8th floor in Elgin. So they'll probably be posting a little preview pretty soon as well. So we'll keep up to date on that. So that's on elgin-theater.org. That's the thing that's going to be coming up there too. Coming up, this is at the Elgin Community College, which, of course, they're also celebrating 75 years as well. That is awesome. And this is the St. Olaf Orchestra that's going to be in concert coming up Sunday, October 13th. October 13th. Now, if you do also want to view more information on just in general upcoming events at Elgin Community College when it comes to the theater performances, you can go to their website at elgin.edu/calendar//art center events. So it's under the Art Center events. You can even just type it in, Google it, Elgin Community College Art Center, and it'll pop up on their website and it'll show you what is coming up in the near future. This is the St. Olaf Orchestra coming up October 13th on the main campus building H Art Center. And it's conducted by Dr. Chung Park, a full symphony orchestra rich in international artistry as well as tradition that's known for his enthusiastic and passionate performances too. Very, very cool. So this is the St. Olaf Orchestra, and they were actually founded back in 1906. It's a 95-member ensemble that has been heralded as one of the finest of the orchestras in the country and won the 2013 and 2019 American prizes in orchestral performances among colleges and universities. So what an honor and a pleasure it is for Elgin Community College to have them here. This year's tour will be working with, the works will be by Bach, Anna Klein, as well as Dvorak's Symphony Number 8, student soloists, and many, many more. So check that out for more information at elgin.edu under their calendar for their Art Center events. That's coming up pretty soon. So, well, it's October 13th. So not quite yet a month away. I'd say maybe a couple weeks or so. And also check out the events calendar on elgin.edu. View everything that's coming up here in the very near future. Different groups, fun things to do. They have like a board game night coming up tomorrow night on the main campus. It's Gamers United board game night. That'll be from 4 to 9 p.m. And it does tell the room and where to go to. It's in the alumni room in Building B. They're also going to be having the September 2024 book display coming up at ECC in their library, Building C Library main campus on the 28th as well too. I'm also in the works of hopefully promoting more recognition of Elgin Community College as well too. So that's in the works. So that is again elgin.edu/calendar. We also have here, and we did have an interview with them a couple days ago for Elsinore, a theater ensemble's performance of Hand to God. And there you go. That's going to be coming up here. It's just really, well, it's tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow's their opening day. So tomorrow's their opening day. Hand to God by Robert Askins, and it's directed by J.J. Gatesman. Coming up tomorrow already until October 13th. If you do want to check out more information, you can visit r.show/Hand to God. They're also Elsinore Ensemble on Instagram too. So you can also buy tickets as well online too. On the stage.tickets for their show coming up here too. You can find tickets online. General admission is $25 and senior/student/military is $22. This is coming up here tomorrow at 8 p.m. for their grand opening at the First United Methodist Church at 216 East Highland Avenue right here in Elgin. So a fun performance to check out. This and more can be found on their Facebook page, Elsinore and an ensemble, a theater ensemble, or also on their website too, r.show/Hand to God. So very cool, very nice. So that'll be coming up already tomorrow. Very, very cool. You can also check out things coming up here at the Hemmons Cultural Center, elginil.gov, under the Hemmons Cultural Center section. Coming up here is the Elgin Short Film Festival on October 5th. Yes, October 5th. The entries have been closed now. They were closed August 30th. Now it's going to be coming up here on the 5th of October. So it's going to be a good time. This is the 5th of October. It is for the 16th annual Elgin Short Film Festival. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be having, of course, lots of great short films that are going to be featured. And, of course, you as the audience also gets to help and decide what is your favorite. Who do you want to win? The excitement starts with a red carpet reception featuring filmmaker interviews and entertainment, followed by the film screening. They are, again, also offering a streaming option for those of you that can't make it to the festival, can still join in on the fun. They're going to be having some of the cinematic shorts and filmmakers from around the world showcase their talents in 20 minutes or less. Winners will be selected by a panel of judges, as well as you. In-person audience members will cast their votes for their favorite film. Awards and prizes will be presented to the winners. So very, very cool. It's $10 for in-theater tickets, $25 for at-home virtual screening, and it's going to be a good time. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions, of course, you can contact their number, 847-931-5900 for more information. It's going to be a good time. So I think it's the 16th. It's the 16th annual Elgin Short Film Festival at the Hemmons Cultural Center. So you can find information on that at elginil.gov. Again, that's elginil.gov for more information. Pretty cool that that's going to be coming up. You can plan your visit, view everything else that's going to be coming up under their spotlight search. They, of course, also have their First Fridays Improv with the wonderful, hilarious, clean entertainment and comedy group, The Green Room Theater, very cool. Our school used to have them as entertainment sometimes, occasionally, for like, we did like what was called like the Sadie's Hawkins dance. We usually called it the Snow Show. And there were a couple of years that we had them perform in-house or wherever we went out to a dinner and a dance. We had them as a performance, and they're very funny. So very cool. 100% clean, 99.27% hilarious. That's the first Fridays of the month. Theater in the Round, 45 Symphony Way in Elgin. Pretty cool. Next one will be coming up October 4th. October 4th at 8 p.m. So there you go. We're going to take a quick time out here, and then, of course, we will be back into our Tradio segment, Thursday Tradio segment. Of course, I'll be announcing lots of different Tradio announcements. If you want to add yourself to the list, you can call in during that time, 847-931-1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Bank of America Merrill Investments. An Elgin man is under arrest following an accident in Bartlett early Tuesday. 38-year-old Daniel Guzman of Elgin facing charges after fleeing a fiery crash that left 2 people injured. His Ford F-150 reportedly slamming into a Dodge Nitro on Route 25. Guzman fleeing the scene while witnesses worked to save the 2 people in the Dodge Nitro. Guzman was later arrested. In Elgin, a significant arrest was made following a violent domestic incident early on September 22nd. Police were alerted to a situation potentially involving gunfire. Jerome R. Mosley, 36, apprehended at his residence on South Street. Evidence at the scene confirming discharge of a firearm. Kane County State's Attorney has charged Mosley with aggravated domestic battery. Kane County has introduced a $755,000 food and farm resiliency grant program dedicated to adding local growers affected by the pandemic. Available to eligible food growing ventures, the grants range from $5,000 to $50,000. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. Your coworker Kyle said bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive could save you money. Bad news. While saying this, Kyle was eating your clearly labeled lunch. Dumb news. Pizza near work costs $7 a slice, and it tastes like drywall covered in ketchup. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and enjoy more lunches far away from Kyle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these days, generating growth is a challenge. By teaming with Bank of America, you'll not just stay ahead of the curve, you'll move it. With access to experts, award-winning insights, and business solutions so powerful, you'll make every move matter, locally and globally. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. What would you like the power to do? Copyright 2024 Bank of America, N.A.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Benintendi with a base hit to left. Sosa will score.
The action courtesy White Sox Radio. 3-2 the win over the Angels. The modern-day record for most losses in a season. We'll have to wait at least another day. The Sox are 37-120. They tied the 1962 Mets for the most losses in one season since 1900. If they can win their last 5 straight, they'll avoid setting the record. The Cubs pounded the Phillies 10-4. Philadelphia clinched the NL East title the day prior. Cody Bellinger drove in 4 runs for Chicago. Philadelphia is seeking to secure home field advantage in the National League playoffs. The Cubs have already been eliminated. The Bears host the Rams this Sunday afternoon. Chicago signed tight end Steven Carlson from the practice squad. They also hosted several players for tryouts.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch. And of course, you also know what time it is. It is Tradio. Tradio. If it's got to go, put it on Tradio. Announce it to the world here on Tradio within the Fox River Valley. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, feel free to give me a call today, 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410. Of course, you can also feel free to text the Image 360 info line at 505-926-1410. 505-926-1410 is that number to text. So if you would like to present your Tradio announcement, you can, of course, feel free to do that through the airwaves here, 847-931-1410, or, of course, also through the website here, or through the my goodness, through the text line, the Image 360 text line. So feel free, of course, to do that. Let's see here. So we've got here the Tradio announcement. I did get this from Northwest Wes. So that was posted onto the message line. He sent this earlier in the morning today during Mark's show, so I will definitely be reading it about the fundraiser coming up here. So let me make sure I type in the date here for the 24th, and we'll copy and paste that information. So this is, again, Wes texting here. It's the raffle fundraiser time for St. Mary's. They are $10 a ticket with a chance to win 4 drawings. They are 3 $50 drawings, and then also a $1,500 grand prize drawing. All winners are returned to the drawing, so you can also win multiple times as well. If you are interested, feel free to text or call. And he says thank you in advance. That number is 630-817-8880. Again, 630-817-8880. Very, very cool. So if you're interested, he did post about that. Thank you so much for letting us know. Absolutely. Again, 847-931-1410. Or again, that's 505-926-1410 is that number to dial if you want to give me a call. We'll continue on here. Some other Tradio callers. Maggie calling in here from yesterday. She has 2 really good cemetery plots in Lakewood Cemetery for sale. Also has a really nice Yamaha keyboard for sale. It's got the full keyboard, all the bells and whistles, something to enjoy. Open to offers on the keyboard. She originally paid $350 for it. So if anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to Maggie. That number is 224-508-5532. Again, 224-508-5532. Another Tradio caller here has an adjustable twin XL bed for sale. It also comes with a remote too. So it's adjustable. $200 for it. If anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 847-830-7199. 847-830-7199. Another Tradio caller here has some rifle, pistol, and shotgun reloading equipment, as well as supplies. So if you are interested, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-341-8546. Again, 341 8546. Another Tradio caller here has some plus size dresses, pants, and skirts. They're 3X and 4X, ladies. If anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 847 533 4673. Again, that's 847 533 4673. Another Tradio caller here also has 2 cemetery plots for sale in Chapel Hill Garden West in Oak Brook. Looking to sell them. They've never been used. $3,500 for both of them, and it also includes all of the transfer fees. So if you are interested, if that's calling your name, that number is 630-202-0800. Again, that is 630-202-0800. Another Tradio caller here. This is Wood by Jeff in Elburn. Jeff Smith in Elburn has some free items for sale, including some garden stakes, canning jars, and also fishing lures. He also has aromatic cedar wood, they're scrap pieces, as well as here too some shelving boards, 1x6 or 1x12 pine solid wood. Also has concrete boards, piece of a hand railing, also pegboards and firewood. He also has tinder pieces of wood as well, and also some window screens for free that are adjustable. And then on top of that, he's also looking for a truck or minivan. So if you are interested, feel free to reach out to him. That's 630-365-9488. Again, that's 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here, Vicky, mentioning here too that she's looking for a lawnmower within the area. So if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 847-844-9697. Again, 847-844-9697. She also mentioned here that there's a place they sell sports cards, but I think the owners are actually looking for comic books too. Maybe just as a personal collector themselves, maybe. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to them. That number is 224-281-4190. Again, 224-281-4190. Another Tradio caller here, Lawnmower Chris, has a 2010 Town and Country engine and transmission. It's a 3.8 liter. The transmission is a 62 TE transmission, 6-speed. It's got 151,000 miles on it for sale. Looking for interested parties. Has a transmission on a wheeled trolley for you to take, and the price is negotiable, $2,000 for the package, but they're also asking to throw reasonable offers there too. So if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out to Lawnmower Chris. That number is 630-901-1100. Again, that's 630-901-1100. We have another Tradio caller here, Tony, looking for motorcycles. Can be in any condition. He's got a trailer for transportation as well as cash in hand. He's also looking for a VW bus, 60s, 70s, and or 80s. And then he also does have a friend that is looking for a small house, 1 to 2 bedroom home within the Fox Lake area or McHenry area. So if you want to reach out to Tony, that number is 630-335-3312. Again, that's 630-335-3312. Another Tradio caller here, Jerry from South Elgin, has a 1978 Corvette for sale. Anniversary special colors, silver and gray. 54,000 miles on it, 2 good tires, and it runs very good. Asking $15,500, but says he can also make a deal with you too. That number is 331-442-1856. Again, 331-442-1856 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here. She has a Memory Craft sewing machine, $100 for that. If anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to her. That's 331-588-0423. Again, 331-588-0423 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here, Dave from South Elgin, has 2 items for sale. He has a janitorial cart about 3 foot in height and about 1.5 foot wide. Has a little bag that comes with it too, as well as a place to put the mop bucket. It also comes with the mop bucket, 2 mops, cleaning supplies, and more, all put together for $50. He also has a little giant ladder system. It folds in half. When fully extended, it's 23 feet. Comes with stair adjustment and also 2 work platforms with it too. It's a heavy-duty, sturdy ladder, $150. If anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to Dave. That number is 331-588-0493. Again, that's 331-588-0493 is that number to dial. The time is 12:44. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick timeout. I know we do have a caller on hold now. If you want to stay on hold, I can take your call off air real quick here. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Of course, also here too, we are in our Tradio segment. Stay tuned and we'll be back.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
WRMN says thank you to all of our local veterans, like Jerry Christofferson of True Patriots Care.
We had the 1,700 flags up across from the wall. That's how many POWs and MIAs from Vietnam are still missing. Plus, we do veterans and first responders funerals.
Yeah.
And so if you ever drive by a funeral home or a church or a cemetery and you see the flags, you know a soldier died today.
Go to TruePatriotsCare.com for more information. And veterans, thank you for your service to our country.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
Wake up, Fox River Valley. WRMN AM 1410 is shaking things up with a brand new weekday lineup that'll keep you informed, entertained, and engaged. I'm Marky B, WRMN Program Director and host of The First Shift, inviting you to start your day with The First Shift from 6 to 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Larry Jones, Jakes, myself, and the entire First Shift team bring you the latest local news, entertainment, and, my favorite, more to kick off your morning. Then it's Out to Lunch with Matt McNeil from 10 until 1 p.m. Tune in for your midday fix of news, interviews, community happenings, and of course, the legendary WRMN Tradio Show. In the afternoon, join us for Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 until 6 p.m. Tammy and friends will chat lifestyle from 2 to 4, while Sonar and his crew dive into politics and news from 4 until 6. Plus, get to know the movers and shakers of the Fox River Valley with exclusive interviews, too. Don't miss out on our new local lineup that's tailor-made for you. WRMN AM 1410, the talk of the town. Tune in and turn it up.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, and we are, of course, are also still in our Tradio segment as well. So if you are interested in letting people know out there, you've got a garage sale, you're looking to sell an item, buy an item, trade, or also to announce in the Fox River Valley, 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410. Feel free to add yourself, of course, to the list of different Tradio announcements here. We also do have another Tradio announcement here as well. This is a family-to-family free 8-session education program known as NAMI, or NAMI, as N-A-M-I. And it's Kane County North offering that free family-to-family educational course starting October 5th through till November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Ecker Center for Behavioral Health in Elgin. These are going to be classes on Saturday mornings for 8 weeks. Now, these are classes. It can be taken by anyone, and what it's going to do is it's going to be an educational program to help people who love someone with mental health conditions. It's topics that are covered like communication, problem solving, treatment, and recovery. So these are resources to help you out. If you or a loved one maybe has different conditions, maybe depressive disorders, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or maybe other mental health related conditions, these courses are here to help you out so that they can help everyone involved. And it's designed to increase understanding and advocacy skills while helping participants maintain their own well-being too. Because sometimes it can be a lot also for the person trying to help out as well. So this is definitely a skill-based program, and it's taught by trained family members to those who have loved ones with mental health conditions. They share their stories and their experiences, and they give you advice on how to cope. And it also help too, because they definitely, it's not something that just should be pushed aside or, buried down or just ignored. So if you are interested, this is an evidence-based program. For more information, you can visit their website, NAMI.org, NAMI.org/research. You can call their number 847-410-9719. Again, 847-410-9719. Or you can also email them, N as in Nancy, AMIKCN @gmail.com. So that's NAMIKCN @gmail.com for more information. Or again, their number is 847-410-9719. That's the number to dial. You can also visit the Ecker Center in person at 1845 Grandstand Place in Elgin for more information. Registration is required prior to the first class, and seats are limited. So again, want to present that to you so that you're aware and that you know. Let's see here. So those are the Tradio callers that have called in the past couple of 2 or 3 weeks. We still have about 7 or so minutes left. What I'm going to do is, because there's still a couple other theater places I wanted to talk about and upcoming events too, so we'll just finish off here talking about those, keeping you up to date and in the loop with theater. Yes, fun theater performances to check out. We talked about the Elgin Theater Company. We talked about Elsinore Theater Ensemble for Hand to God, which is coming up tomorrow at First United Methodist Church. You can buy tickets online. They're $25 for adults and $22 for seniors and military people as well too. Another one that I also wanted to talk about here too is the historic Egyptian Theater of DeKalb. Really cool place to go to. Haven't touched base with them in a while, and I want to start doing that more here too. They've got their newsletter that you can also sign up for too to keep up to date. Let's take a look and see their event schedule and see what they have. EgyptianTheater.org is their website to go to. They're having tonight at 8 p.m. Booze and Spirits Flashlight Tour, which is actually already sold out. So that's already sold out there. But that's pretty cool. It's kind of a haunted tour. Darn, I should have announced that earlier. Also, let's see. Coming up here on the 28th. I'll share the screen here too if you're watching on YouTube. On the 28th, they're going to be having The Life and Music of George Michael. That's coming up tomorrow. I'm sorry, on Saturday, September 28th at 7:30 p.m. So that's at 7:30. It celebrates the performance and sound of one of the biggest international stars of our time. The show will have fans on their feet dancing and singing along to blockbuster hits, including Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, as well as Freedom, Faith, Careless Whisper, and many more. Michael sold over 115 million albums spanning 4 decades. and he rose to fame as a member of Wham in the early 1980s. He went solo in 1987 with Faith, one of the biggest albums of all time, and so much more. So there's different reserved ticket prices. So depending on where you're going to be located in seating wise, towards the back is $39, towards the center is $49, and then $59 for up close stage. And if you purchase your tickets, you'll be able to find that there too. So if you go under buy tickets, you'll be able to see the seating availability there too. They'll have it color coded, so anything in blue is more towards the back. It's the regular price of $39. Green is more towards the center front, which is at $49. And then towards the center of the stage, or just in front in general, the front row seats, they're at $59. So $59. And I'm clicking all over here. I'm just adding a bunch of seats all of a sudden to my cart. I don't want to do that. But if you want to check it out, you can feel free to do so. Please note, tickets will be reserved for 10 minutes while you complete your purchase. So those are some things I want to throw out there and let you know. You can check out their event schedule, other things that are going to be coming up there. The horror film series They Live will be performing there and be showing on October 1st as a great way to start off the Halloween season at 7 p.m. That's a good movie. That's kind of a creepy movie where, you know, he puts on the glasses and he sees all, you know, who are the aliens and who are not. So they're having that show at 7 p.m. It's the horror film series. This is awesome. This is coming up at the Egyptian Theater starting October 1st. They're going to be playing They Live from 1988. Fright Night from 1985 will be October 8th. October 15th is Black Christmas from 1974. They're also going to be playing Suspiria 1977, October 22nd. And of course, The Shining. That'll be on October 30th, the day before Halloween. Very, very cool. So if you want to check out more information, that's at EgyptianTheater.org. EgyptianTheater.org. Lots of other great events that are also going to be coming up here too. David Caserta is going to be performing on Sunday, October 6th at 3 p.m. for Haunted Illusions. Ooh, this is really, really cool. Haunted Illusions coming up October 6th at 3 p.m. It is a mind-blowing magic and also comedy show. It's the whole audience into the act. And they were actually seen on NBC's America's Got Talent, CW's Penn and Teller Fool Us, and international television filmed in Bogota, Colombia, too. He invents and performs many original illusions that you'll not see anywhere else, too. So it's Haunted Illusions, starring David Caserta. Check it out, coming up Sunday, October 6th at 3 p.m. Wow, that's going to be a really, really cool show to check out for sure. So you can find more information on that. That's EgyptianTheater.org. EgyptianTheater.org. Lots of other great things that are also going to be coming up here as well. So stay tuned for that. Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's definitely a classic. October 25th at 8 p.m. So lots of cool stuff. Check it out. EgyptianTheater.org. Some other things, of course, also, you can check out the Al Larson Prairie Center for the Arts at prairiecenter.org. See everything that's coming up. They also do offer some great programs, including also youth programs, young artists, that you can check out there too. You can, of course, view all the events that are going to be coming up here. They offer a rental event coming up here, different ensembles, fun, comedy, and more, so you can view the news or also their calendar at prairiecenter.org. That's prairiecenter.org for more information. They do have, of course, their calendar, so you can check out all that information there. There's an adorable dog barking out the window in front of us here. Very cute. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's definitely excited. Very cute. And also check out things coming up next month in October for Prairie Center for the Arts under their programs. Fun things to do. Check all that information out at prairiecenter.org. Again, that's prairiecenter.org. So there's even a couple other theater places I didn't get to talk about yet here too. There's lots of, I'm telling you, there's lots of fun things to do within the Fox River Valley, as you know already. And when it comes to theater, you can't go wrong with it. There's always something fun to do. So we're here to help you out with that. And of course, telling you, keeping you in the loop with what's happening. And this does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch and our Tradio segment. Thank you to everyone for joining in today into the conversation, as well as tuning in live. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Thank you so much. And hey, by the way, if you have any suggestions, feel free to email me, mattmcneil@WRMN1410.com. If you have any suggestions to talk, say, hey, I talk about this place. Absolutely, let me know. I'll follow up. So stay tuned. We're going to go to Democracy Now! And then to our local programming for Fox Valley Afternoons from 2 to 6. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Thursday.